reacting to 15 German brands that we pronounce wrong.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right,
Okay.
let's do it.
This should be sweet.
Yeah.
Now there are
Welcome back.
obviously.
We haven't been.
Oh yeah.
we
Oh my
haven't
god.
done
It's been
videos.
months. It's been
I know.
a few months.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, our
Excited
life
to be
has been
back.
kind of crazy, but
Yes.
we're so excited to be back.
Yes.
There's so many more things we have to check out about the world.
Yes, I'm excited.
So today we're checking out a video from Felly from
Yes.
Germany.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so obviously there's a ton of German brands, and we'll see which ones we pronounce.
We'll
wrong.
definitely have to say what we think it is, I guess,
Yeah.
before we hear the actual pronunciation.
Yeah, right.
All right, come on. If the video is gonna play today,
Oh, come on.
come on, video. Maybe we won't be. There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Have you seen my Adidas shoes? Your what shoes? Adidas, the brand? Oh,
Adidas.
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 Left them in the car? Oh, and your friend's Volkswagen? Huh?
Volkswagen. Yes.
Volkswagen, the car brand? It's a German car brand. You should know that.
Volkswagen.
Oh, VW. Okay.
Volvi? What?
Yeah. What?
I've never heard it
Hello,
called that.
servus, and
No.
welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Felicia. I'm originally from Munich, Germany, but have been living here in Cincinnati, Ohio, on and off since
nice.
2016.
Midwest.
So a little update before I get into the topic. I had my wrist surgery last Tuesday.
Oh.
Aw.
Everything went well and my insurance approved it, so they're fully paying for it, which is great. I was pretty knocked out afterwards for a few days, but I'm doing better every day, and today is the first time that I thought I would try to record something, as you can see. I'm having my first follow-up appointment in 4 days, and as promised, there will be another video about this topic in a few weeks. But a few weeks ago, before I broke my wrist, I made a video about mistakes that many Germans make when speaking English. And a lot of you guys asked me to make a video the other way around about mistakes that non-native speakers make in German. And that's definitely going to come. But there's actually a very
That would be
similar
cool to
topic
check
Yeah.
out
I've been
too.
wanting to cover for a while. So that's what I'll talk about today. German brand names that English native speakers often pronounce very differently than we do in Germany. And some of these brands you may not even realize that they're German. So I made a
Yeah, I'm
list
interested
of
to see
15
Yeah.
German brand
all
names
these
that
brands.
are typically mispronounced in English. And I'm going to tell you how they're pronounced correctly in German and also give you a little background information on some of them
Sweet.
as well.
Yeah.
This video was sponsored by Skillshare, which I've talked about before. It's an online learning community that offers thousands of classes for creative and curious people like you and me. They have countless video classes about things like photography, video making, interior design, marketing, or lifestyle topics like minimalism or journaling, or you can find and practice new hobbies and take painting or dance classes. And of course, you can also learn a language
cool.
on there,
Yeah.
including German, which I know a lot of you guys are interested in.
There
The
you
question
go.
that I think I get asked the most is if I have any advice for how to learn German, and I always say that you should listen to it and speak it as much as possible, but taking classes to get some formal instruction and exercises at your level is definitely part of it too. And the great thing about Skillshare is that there's no ad breaks and it's actually coherent lessons, so you don't have to worry about what's going to be the next step and Google for another tutorial. You just move on to the
pretty
next
cool.
chapter.
Yeah.
I just recently checked out the class Video Editing, Transforming Footage into Evocative Travel Stories by Oliver Astrologo. Even though I obviously do know how to video edit, but I actually find it interesting to check out how other people do it every now and then and get some inspiration as to how I could improve things or do things a little differently. Now, if you're interested in joining Skillshare as well, make sure to check out the link in the info box below, because the first 1,000 people to use this link will get
1,000, wow.
a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. And even without that offer, it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. And with that, let's jump into our German brand names. First,
Alright.
of course, we
Alright,
have to
here we
talk
go.
about car brands, because German cars are being sold
Audi,
all over the world. They're
right?
famous all
Audi,
over
yeah.
the world. And a lot of people talk about them or even own a German car.
Well, that'd be cool, driving in Germany versus USA.
Oh,
The
yeah.
first one is
Audi, yeah.
Audi. Most Americans that I know pronounce it like I just said it, Audi.
Audi.
In
Yep.
German, we say Audi. Audi. And there's
Audi.
actually a funny story as to where this name
Audi.
came from. In 1904, a guy called August Horch founded a car company called A. Horch und Company, Motorenwarenwerke Zwickau, but a few years later he left the company and founded a new one, but he wasn't allowed to call it Horch again, and since that's not only his last name, but also means listen in the imperative form, he ended up translating it into Latin, and that's Audi. So Audi
that's
means
cool.
listen. The company is
Listen.
located in Ingolstadt in Bavaria.
Audi.
Audi.
Then, of course, one of the most famous car brands in the world is this one. It's
Porsche.
located in
Porsche.
Stuttgart, Germany. I've heard Americans pronounce it Porsche
Porsche.
or Porsche. In German,
Porsche.
we say Porsche. So there's like this short
Porsche.
E sound at the end. Porsche. It was founded by Ferdinand Porsche in 1931 as a company for vehicle development work and consulting. And one of the first assignments that the company had was from the Nazi government at the time to design a car for the general public, which was what later would become Volkswagen. And so they designed the Volkswagen Beetle, the VW Käfer.
Wow.
This one sounded super funny to me
Mercedes
when I first
Benz.
heard how people
Yep.
pronounce it in English.
Right.
I actually used
Mercedes
to drive one
Benz.
back in Germany. So most Americans call this Mercedes. In German, we pronounce it Mercedes. So Mercedes
Mercedes?
versus
Mets.
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
So it's really pretty different. And the
Yeah,
full
it's
name,
really
of
different.
course, is Mercedes-Benz. I've also heard that in England, people also refer to
Mercedes.
Mercedes as Merc. A German will not know what you're talking about if you say that, just for your information.
I've never
Originally,
heard
it was
that.
Just the company
Merc.
Daimler Motorengesellschaft, founded in 1890. The name Mercedes was added later, inspired by a
Mercedes.
Daimler car dealer called Emil Jelinek, who was also driving car races under the alias Monsieur Mercedes, which was based on his daughter's first name,
Oh.
Mercedes Jelinek. The name was later also used for one of the car models in the year 1900, and then eventually became the
And then
name of the
Benz is
brand
Carl
itself.
Benz, right?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
This one simply has 3 letters,
BMW.
but of course they're
BMW.
pronounced differently in English and in German. In English, people say BMW. In German, we say BMW because W is pronounced V in German,
Oh.
and it stands for Bayerische Motorenwerke, which means Bavarian Engine Works.
Try
And
to
of
say
course,
that.
BMW is located
I
in
can't.
my
Bayerische
hometown, Munich, which is the
Motorenwerke.
capital
I
of
can't.
Bavaria. The company was founded in 1916 and originally mainly produced aircraft engines. It's said that the logo represents a plane propeller, and it also has the colors of Bavaria, blue and white, to show the company's origin. Then after
that's
World
pretty
War
cool.
I,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
survived by producing motorcycle engines, farm equipment, household items, and railway brakes, and built their first motorcycle in 1923, and then became a car manufacturer a
1923?
few years later. They then went back to concentrating on aircraft engines again during World War II, using forced labor from prisoners in concentration camps, and didn't get back into car manufacturing until 1952. Overall, all of these German car brands that I just mentioned are more or less considered luxury brands in the US. I mean, Porsche,
Yeah.
of course, is considered a luxury brand in Germany as well, but Audi, Mercedes, and BMW are pretty much just regular car brands to us. Obviously, they do have expensive luxury cars as well, but the regular models are driven by people from all social classes in Germany.
Wow.
That'd be like a
English
Ford
speakers
here.
call this
Oh, yeah.
Volkswagen, while in Germany we usually
Volkswagen.
just call it VW, VW,
Well, V.
VW. But even if we
VW?
did go by the full name,
VW.
it would be pronounced Volkswagen and not Volkswagen. So just
Volkswagen.
imagine that it was spelled with an F and V
Volkswagen.
instead.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. This literally means people's car or
Wow.
car of the people, and it was founded during the Third Reich in the late 1930s because Hitler wanted to have
We
a
say
car
it
that
way
was
different.
affordable for middle-class
Volkswagen.
Germans and that met the needs of an average family. So this was his attempt to make cars something that wasn't only available to upper-class people, but to the general public. And the company is based in Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg.
Now let's move on to something other than
Adidas.
cars.
Adidas.
So this is one of the brands where when I heard Americans say this for the first time, I didn't understand at all what they were referring to because they usually pronounce it Adidas, and in Germany we say Adidas. Adidas, Adidas. super different.
Adidas.
It's
That's
the
Yeah.
second
funny.
largest sportswear manufacturer in the
I think
world.
they say it like
after
that in
Nike,
England too,
and I don't
right?
think
Yeah,
that
I
a
think
lot
so.
of people know that this is a German company. It also has an interesting backstory. It was founded by Adolf Dassler, whose nickname was Adi. So the brand name is based on his
Oh.
first
Oh.
and last name.
That's
Adi
cool.
Das. He founded the company at his mother's house after he returned from World War I, and he actually played a big role in developing spiked running shoes. In 1924, his brother Rudolf
like
joined the
cleats?
company,
Yeah.
and they founded the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory. But they later got into a fight, split up, and his brother actually founded his own company called Puma, which became the biggest rival of Adidas. So both Adidas and Puma are German brands.
Wow.
Huh.
Another shoe manufacturer that many Germans would probably consider
Birkenstock?
very, very
Birkenstock.
German. Like if you talk about something typically German, Birkenstock is definitely going to be mentioned. But
Birkenstock?
of course, this brand is known all over the world nowadays, and it's natural that people pronounce it with their native accent. So
Birks.
English speakers usually
Yep.
say Birkenstock. In German, we say Birkenstock. Birkenstock, Birkenstock, which literally
Birkenstock.
translates to birch stick. The roots of the company go all the way back to the 18th century, by the way.
18th
From
century.
shoes to
Wow.
alcohol, this is
Jägermeister.
pronounced
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister in German. Jägermeister. English speakers usually say Jägermeister, which is pretty much the same, just with a pretty thick accent. And people also often use the abbreviation Jäger, like, can I have a shot of Jäger, please? It literally means hunt master. Jäger is the hunter, and Meister is master, and it's a German herbal liquor. This is a German grocery
Aldi.
store.
Aldi.
You can also find them in other European countries, and they even have some stores in the US.
I didn't know that was a German
I
brand.
usually get the majority of my groceries at Aldi
Yeah.
here in the US. In
What'd you
Germany, we
say?
call
Aldi.
stores like
Aldi?
Aldi or Lidl discounters because they sell groceries for very low prices.
You have
in
to put a
English,
quarter
people
in.
usually
Yeah.
pronounce this
To the
Aldi. I think
shopping
I've also
cart.
heard Aldi before, but I think most people say Aldi. Or they
Aldi.
also sometimes add an S that isn't there in
Aldi's.
the end and say
Yeah.
Aldi's.
That's
In
funny.
Germany, we just say
I say that.
Uh-huh.
Aldi.
All
Its
these.
origins
Why do we
in
do that?
1955, when the two brothers Theo and Karl Albrecht
It's really funny.
took over their mother's corner store and came up with the concept of having a small selection while having low prices. The name Aldi comes from Albrecht
Aldi.
Discount, so Albrecht, which is
Look at
their
that.
last name, discount. In Germany, we have
Oh,
Aldi
discount.
Süd
Discount.
and Aldi Nord, Aldi South and Aldi North. Again, this is because of two brothers splitting up into two different businesses. In the US, the store
Wow.
is simply called Aldi, and it actually belongs to
Aldi.
Aldi South, while the store Trader Joe's belongs to Aldi North.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Now let's move on to cosmetics. Nivea is a German brand from Hamburg that's
Oh, it's a
mainly
lotion.
known for its face lotion in the little blue container, but of course
Nivea.
they offer a large
Nivea.
variety of products nowadays. Again, I find the English pronunciation pretty funny here. English native speakers usually say Nivea, Nivea. In German, we say Nivea, Nivea. So the emphasis is on the E.
Nivea.
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 This is a German hair cosmetics brand that you can find all over the world pretty much.
I've never seen
In
that.
I've never
German,
seen
we
that.
pronounce
Schwarz-
it Schwarzkopf, which literally means
Schwarzkopf?
black head. Schwarzkopf. English native speakers usually
Schwarzkopf?
pronounce it Schwarzkopf or Schwarzkopf or something along those lines. Deutsche Bank is the largest bank in Germany. Deutsche Bank also literally means German bank. Of course, you
Oh.
can find Deutsche Bank not only in Germany, but in other countries as well. A good friend of mine here in Cincinnati actually just did an internship with them in their New York City location. And she's
Oh.
also going
Wow.
to start
I've
a
never heard
full-time
of
job
that.
with them soon.
No.
And Americans usually pronounce it Deutsche Bank or something along those lines. And my friend always uses the abbreviation Deutsch when she refers to it. So like she said, I got a job offer from Deutsch, which is just really funny to me because that literally just means German. This is a German manufacturer of high-end domestic appliances, and it's not exactly pronounced wrong
I've never
in
seen
English,
that.
but
Miele?
English native
Miele?
speakers usually say something like Miele, Mila. So it
Miele?
usually sounds more like an A in the end, whereas in German we say Miele. Miele. So the last letter is just a little
Miele.
bit different. And
Miele.
Miele really does stand for quality. If you invest in a Miele dishwasher or washing machine, you just know that it's going to be a good
Ah.
product and it's going to last.
There you go.
This is something that everyone
Haribo.
knows
Yeah.
and loves, hopefully.
Haribo.
Maybe not everyone knew that Haribo is actually German.
I didn't know that.
We pronounce
No.
it Haribo. Haribo. And again, the name
Haribo.
originates in the name
Haribo.
of the founder of the company, which was Hans Riegel, and he was from the city of Bonn in Germany. So Hans Riegel from Bonn, and he always took the first 2 letters, put them together, and it became Haribo.
Oh.
Hans Riegel Bonn. Haribo.
Cool.
That's cool.
And last but not least, let's talk about a company that is not doing super well during these times.
Lufthansa? I
But
don't
it's
know
one
that.
of the largest
Lufthansa?
companies in Germany and
Lufthansa?
second largest airline in Europe. And maybe you've flown with them before. In English, people usually say Lufthansa, but in German, we say Lufthansa. So the emphasis on the first
Lufthansa.
syllable, Lufthansa versus
Lufthansa.
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 And that was the
That's
last brand
funny.
name on my list. So now, of
Wow.
course, I want
A lot of those I didn't know were German.
Yeah. You know,
Like Aldi.
one of them was like a Schwartz something.
Schwarzkopf?
Yeah.
Where is
Where is
that?
that?
Right
Schwarzkopf?
here.
Yeah, now that kind of reminded me of like Swarovski crystal.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I say that right. Swarovski.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that's German.
Yeah. It sounds like
Because
it.
it has that like shoal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I still think it's funny Aldi that we say Aldi's.
Aldi, yeah.
Aldi's. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know-
say it with an S.
I don't know why.
either. We say a lot of stores like that too.
It's like, how did that start?
I know.
Who started that?
Yeah.
You used to add the
Is that
S
just
on
a
it.
Midwest thing?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. Huh, interesting.
funny.
Wow. Well, that was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
What are some of the other ones?
Adidas.
Adidas.
Audi.
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 There was one in there that was
Yeah,
like,
let's pull it up.
what?
Which one was it? Oh, Mercedes.
Oh, Mercedes. I don't even remember how to say it. Mercedes or something.
like that. Mercedes.
Mercedes.
different.
Yeah.
Its full name, of course, is Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes.
I've also heard that in England, people also
Yeah.
refer to Mercedes as Merc. A German
Wow.
will not
Wow.
know.
That was really cool, though.
That was good. Yeah.
It's a fun
wow.
video.
Felly from Germany. Thank you.
Nice.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Let us know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this video, what we should check out next, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Bye.